star in a bitter sky. I hear the hungry ghost calling out in the night. Just a couple victims of this brutal prize. Am I strong enough to let things just die? Just to keep the spark alive. But if there's nothing on the other side, why can't I leave well enough alone and go to the light?
Okay, everybody, that was the E3 Destiny 2 trailer revealing the story of what we'll be doing in Forsaken.
My first two thoughts. Go ahead, Aaron.
Don't know about anybody else, but that guy needs a bullet between the eyes.
My
Yes,
two
he
questions
does.
are, why Cade? And why did the prince go rogue? What the prince to kill Cade and possibly release all the songs from prison? What happened to the prince to cause such a turn on?
Okay, first off, the prince and the guardians were never on good terms to begin with. He didn't want any help from us, or to even help us to begin with in D1 and get into the Black Garden. He didn't want any of that. He's like, psh, no, you guys are on your own. We're not going to do it. Actually, and the queen's like, actually, we'll help him, but you have to go kill a gate lord real quick. And he's like, have fun with that.
You're gonna die.
Oh wait, I think I remember seeing something about that. I think that was when you wanted me to watch that My Name Is Bye video.
Yes, the timeline one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. And he has been secretly, since the Taken War has started, he's been on Mars working with things with the Fallen there, and been working with creating this. So if anything, he's the one that created the prison break. He's the one that's doing something. His reasons is yet to be known, but the simple fact that they've killed Cade, because Cade built this prison out here in the reef, and he wants vengeance on Cade. Alright.
Even a very solid using rocket.
I mean, we don't know if Cade's dead. He might be alive.
They shot his ghost. Unless the spirit is going to back all the go around and say, sorry, there's a supposed to revive a guardian. Cade's dead because it's ghost.
Nope, he's dead. He's dead. The devs confirmed it at E3. He's dead. He's not coming back.
Oh, well. Rip in pieces, Robot Senpai.
He's dead.
Earth, get your block off the map.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my tux right now. Just get a handkerchief ready.
Is it the space tux or the medieval tux?
First one.
Space tux. I like that
Yes.
idea.
After mourn the loss of the first character I ever got really attached to.
I pretty love Cade.
That's another.
I think love Cade.
It's another.
He taught me how to hunter. My main class, and that man's gone. I've never felt this sad. I don't think ever about a video game character dying. Like, honestly, like there have been some animes, but never video games until this moment. And I actually did cry when I saw this trailer.
It was really breathtaking. Because knowing that we're done with the prison break and knowing that the Prince brought up the prison break, it's us going in and avenging Cade, which would then bring in the dog aspect that that's talking about.
Someone once said on Twitter, or just overall the internet, make it dark tone. Bungie, hold my beer. That moment when I watched it live before the Sony press conference, I'm like, what? No. You just didn't. You're going down. You are going to receive no mercy. You have given me a reason why I should care. Bungie, you did good in that regard. Now don't screw up the rest of the DLC.
Exactly. So given that the DLC, not DLC, I don't think any of the fans will return for D3 because if they killed with them killing Cade, the DLC got pulled. I don't want to pick back up D3. I want it. I really want it. What's your thoughts with that, Hero?
They have to deliver correctly. We have to feel satisfied when we pull out our gun, our blade, whatever, and put it to his face.
Pull out Cade is what?
No.
Get his gun.
The lousy prince has Cade's ace of spade. He does not deserve that gun.
Ace of spade. And use that to kill the prince. That would be glorious. Killing the prince with the weapon who he killed his Cade with, which was Cade's old weapon. Revenge.
I better get that ace of spade during the campaign and use it on him. There is going to be no mercy. If anything else, my warlock is going to go anime Voidwalker and take him down.
Just teleports towards him, picks him up, teleports back up, throws him down.
If we don't get it in the campaign, I wouldn't mind having the quest.
No, if he's not in the campaign, he best be a raid boss. And if I can't Voidwalk kill him, I am going to use my Kamehameha on him in the raid. He's not going to escape the wrath of this character, of my warlock especially, nor my hunter, or any of my characters. He will suffer endlessly in that prison of elders that we will create for him, and watch him die over and over and over and over and over and over again and again and again until there's nothing left of this guy.
You make him lose his sanity. You want him to lose his sanity.
He is going to know the name of the guardian that took him down. And he's going to remember it as Herodarkness, the slayer of all things.
We're bringing back that title. Title's coming out of retirement because of this one moment.
Yes, it has to come out of retirement because of this one moment. He has to know my legend, and he will fear it.
Rich, the hunter that can't jump.
Great
That's
title.
A pitiful title to have. You need to work on a new title.
What would be my title? Renegade. The Sucking at Crucible. It used to be Renegade, the man who can't throw a grenade to save his life. But I finally got better at that.
Maybe you have, maybe you haven't.
Now I'm just self-conscious. Just like,
Yeah.
I am good, right?
Maybe not.
This trailer, though, bringing it back, brings us to the story. It gives us a reason of why we care and why we're chilling out in the Tangled Shore and why we are so determined and why we care on hunting down the Barons to find out where the prince is at.
Is it possible they could be in the Dreaming City?
It is
That
possible.
could be a reason, because that is the home place of Awoken. He could have gone back there.
Oh, that sly dog. If he does that, he's using his own people as meat shields.
As long as they're adequate meat, right?
No one can save him from my fury. He can throw whatever he wants. He will die.
He will suffer for what he's done. Well, I think that's my thoughts on it. We know the story, we know it's going to be brought down. It's just now seeing how it unfolds and will it deliver.
This is the first time that the story has become personal.
It's been, okay, the Taken here, they're going to do sort of travel, you gotta, okay, we have this right here, Gotham. They killed Cade. Okay, they have to die.
You killed Cade. Now I care.
No, it's not personal.
Now, it's my problem.
Is it only content? Then everyone was winning.
And if he doesn't come back and we have the proper closing, there will be montages of Rip Cade. These are our thoughts on the story in Cade and how there will be vengeance. Vengeance will be mine.
It will be all of ours.
You shall join up renowned hunters and look at the light.
You messed with the guy who, even though everything went dark, still found hope.
And he has to go to the next cell, and they have to die.
And he was gonna have his next arm have a rocket launcher in it.
He took that away from him.
You took that away.
Now I'm really sad.
I'm actually not curious what made the devs think that was about killing Cade. Why Cade is not the war or the but Cade.
No one really cares much for Ikora. No one really cares much for Zavala.
Yeah.
A lot of people care for Cade. And Cade in the lore has always been a little on the rogue side as well. Also in the campaign of Destiny 2, when he goes to Nessus and tries to get the Vex teleporter, our ghost makes a comment like, oh, that's why they don't let him out of the tower. This is probably why the Vanguard doesn't like him out in the tower, because he's always ending up in trouble. And there's audio files stating Cade's luck is going to run out one day. He's not going to always be lucky. He forgot his lucky pants. He wasn't wearing his lucky pants.
No!
Cade! Why you forgot your lucky pants?
I have no other comments. Do you have any other comments, Renegade?
No, I'm too heartbroken.
I think the next point then I want to talk about is Gambit.
Yes, we got more information about Gambit as well. Well, it was cleared up, like in the past video, I was kind of unsure of how the game mode worked, but this video that came out made it a lot clearer in like how you get motes and all that.
Yeah, the gameplay in the background is showing Gambit and explaining it, and what happens is, as it's showing, you collect emotes. Yeah, let's collect emotes. You collect modes.
Yeah.
You collect.
Wait, you have to kill the monster and then do an emote and then click the emote that we just did.
Yes, you get to formally teabag now in this Gambit game mode over the bodies of NPCs that no one cares about. Have fun. We're gonna call it the Gambit.
The Gambit.
I love the fact you got it in. So you can have a nice amount of motes. You then die and lose all the motes.
Yeah, there is no, hey, your team can pick them up. It's nothing like that. Like Minecraft, whenever you die, you can pick up their items. No. It's like, gone.
Let me just take that lovely loot you had in it. Thank you for adding 2 levels to my day.
Oh, you have enough to summon the Primeval 75 motes? It'd be a shame if someone came in and killed you.
It's a shame that you catch them in with this nice elite advantage.
And then the simple fact that when you're fighting your Primeval, you can be invaded as well.
Yeah, like constantly. And I'm just like, ah, shoot.
You hit a mid-game. I did it.
It's Dark Souls all over again!
Who used the,
Except it's like they're invading you in the boss fight.
Yeah, they're invading us in the boss fight. There's no safe room. What makes it interesting and super cool is to us, granted, we're not at E3 playing, because we're working on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we are able to do that, it makes they create a whole risk and reward. No longer, yeah, you can group up and be as a group to get the kills you need to take down the enemies faster and build your moats faster. But you need to be mindful, because if and when they invade you, you don't want to be the guy caught with holding the most moats to summon the Primeval. So there's going to be some form of strategy involved with all of this to make it happen in order for you to win, which where the whole gambit comes in at. And I think it's great that you can do that. We have a PvE and PvP where it's not straight PvP and it's not straight PvE. It's balanced to a degree where you can have both type of players enjoy it based off of the gameplay. Now, probably Red Caucus and some other YouTubers out there who are at E3 can give a better analysis and their thoughts on it. Now, keep in mind those videos are going to be pre-release, so what they're playing now isn't all set in stone yet. Just enough to show what the game mode's about, and some of them are going through and showing the various supers. So if you want to be more up in the date on that, they're the better channels to go to, since we're not there to experiment and give you the breakdown and play-by-play of all the new supers that are playable at E3 and how those work. Though I do know if you're a Titan and you're running with the new Arc subclass, you can be Superman until you hit a surface. When you
I'm sorry?
Yes, so you jump up into the air, or you're in the air, and you can Superman around until you hit a surface. That's all I know. And also the fact that the shoulder charge is pretty much a fist slam. So yes, it's similar, but it's different, and that's all I have on that stuff. My thoughts on Gambit: it's going to be refreshing to have something new and different that isn't, here's a gun, go and shoot and kill a person. No, here's a gun and have fun staying alive, have fun killing enemies and killing other players if you so desire.
There's a strategy or tactic. Well, I mean, there is to PvP and all that, but it's like more strategy. You have to think about your modes. You got to think about how the enemy team's doing. You got to think about how you're doing.
I wonder if there's a way to see how far your enemy team is. I guess you could figure out with every time you get a defender, how many modes that would cost to go to that. Does you figure that they should be
to send in, so it goes 5, 10, 15, and then an invader is 20 or 25, and a primeval is 75.
Well, the primeval spawns on your side.
Yes.
Yeah. That'll be same. You said you can be primeval enemy on the enemy side. Have fun, guys.
Well, that was the thing I was confused about, because they said like you put in your modes to summon your primeval. I thought they were still talking about you summon your primeval on the enemy side. I didn't realize they meant you summon your primeval on your side. That's the part I was confused about.
Yeah.
So you thought you had to summon on the enemy side and made the enemy kill the enemy while you then have to be primeval.
No, I thought it was you summon it on the enemy side. The enemy kills it, then the enemy wins. That's what I was really confused about. I was like, then just don't summon your primeval.
Why would I want to summon my primeval if I'm gonna lose?
Why would I want them to win?
Why do I do all the hard work and they win?
Yeah, that's stupid.
True.
And the way things are looking right now with Bungie and everything with Forsaken, story-wise and gameplay, seems really satisfying.
It really is. I'm still that paywall that they have that's there is seeming more and more worth spending money on.
Now, good news for everybody else, those who aren't planning on buying it or don't think they'll ever buy it, good news is, yes, your year 1 weapons will still matter moving forward. Bungie has learned.
That's
Those
good
weapons will still matter, and you can still use those, and I do believe we'll have to find the source or someone can provide it. You can, the year 1 weapons will get random rolls as well.
Yeah.
Because that's everything.
It sounds epic.
Yes, they're making that where everything is going to have it. So yes, right now things are still worth the grind for, because they will be usable in year 2. Unlike in Destiny 1, the year 1 weapons became obsolete because they're like, nah, you want only taking king weapons on. And so I felt sorry for everybody who had a Galahorn after hearing the legend of the Galahorn make it become utter garbage in year 2. And then year 3 just didn't do it any justice. So if you have like your sins of the past, it's going to be beautiful. If you have the weapons that you like, you can still use them and they still be just as good. Maybe better if you get the right random rolls for it when those release.
Sins of the past. Big explosion radius. I'm chill.
Who knows? Only time will tell. We'll just have to wait and pay attention to the weekly updates that Bungie will do with their blog posts.
True.
Thank you everyone for tuning in and listening to us and talk about our grievances of Cade and our thoughts on the Gambit and why we're excited for it. It's something new and different and refreshing, which is a very greatly appreciated change to Destiny.
It feels as if it'll be the challenge of elders. That's what I'm more excited about. It feels like we're being by the challenge of elders, but PvP-ish style.
Yeah. And what he means by Challenge of Elders or Prison of Elders is Prison of Elders was a horde mode where it was strictly PvE and you went in with a group of 3. This time it's a group of 4. You do the PvE where you fight waves of enemy, and the enemy that you at the beginning of the match, as the video shows, you are fighting a specific type of enemy, whether it's not Forsaken, whether it's Fallen, whether it's Cabal, whether it's Hive. So there's a specific group of enemies that you are fighting in that match of Gambit. Which makes it nice and different and refreshing, so that way you have 4 enemy types that we can switch through.
I'm actually wondering if they're actually going to do it like this week is what's on Gambit, or if it's random every time.
We'll have to wait and see. And as always, guys, if you like this type of stuff, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with all our latest stuff, whether we decide to live stream or our podcasts or any other videos that we have been putting out. And we'll also be releasing and doing a Death Stranding video as well for those of you who are interested in that. And there's a couple, I know Renegade and Rich here, they'll be getting their thoughts together on the Nintendo and be putting their putting that video together as well. And there will also be some other videos coming out as well. So as always, guys, thanks for tuning in and listening. This is Herodarkness.
Richnumbers.
And Red Renegade.
And we'll catch you on the upside.